Good morning, guys. It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. I'm making sure my video is recording because sometimes it waits so many seconds. And I'm finishing breakfast. I'm here to give you an update on the 531 program. Oh, crap. I just realized today I have to do shoulders. Wow, I almost forgot about that. I got off track because of Memorial Day, so I was actually out of town. Which is rare. I don't do the whole 3-day weekend go camping deal or anything. But I did this time. Here's the thing. I'm finishing up the second week. Today will be the last day of the second week. And I'll be completely honest, I have not read the entire book, and I'm still working on it. Yesterday I read even more, and it is beginning to slowly come together. My suggestion would be probably don't try to read the full entire book before you actually start. Reason being, okay, sorry about that. I think it's the toilet paper and just stuffed under the thing moving around. If you're in a current program and you have time before you start the 531, by all means, read the whole thing. But I will say, if you're like, I'm going to start this Monday, you're not going to be able to read the whole damn thing. I mean, you might be, but it's a couple hundred pages, I think. Hold on. Let's see. 100 and something. Maybe not too many. It's like 130, 140 pages, something like that. I would pick a program, read the basics, go to that program, and understand that program. Now, like previously stated, I'm doing the big but boring. And so far, the only issue that I have, well, first of all, how difficult do I see the program as? Well, not difficult at all compared to what I was doing before. I was on a 5x5 before, and I was towards the end of my 5x, not really the end, but like felt like I was struggling bad. So then when I came to this, I was doing 90% of my total maxes versus like my 1 rep maxes, and I was basing all of my numbers off of that. So my numbers have started very low compared to where I was. So I don't even know if I can pull. I would assume I could probably pull them, but I'm at the beginning, so not that it's necessary or anything, but it's a completely different concept. Even, I'm not going to say it's not work, it's a different type of stress. So at the end of your sets, unique to this as opposed to other ones, say like last week I was doing 5s, this week I'm doing sets of 3, and then next week it'll be a 5, a 3, and a 1, and then it'll be a deload, and that will be the entire like 4-week cycle. Which I'm excited about because I want to start incorporating a hell of a lot more deloads for myself because I'm getting ready to go to physical therapy for my knees and stuff. So I need to kind of make sure I fit in breaks. Although he says if you're new to a program and stuff like that, you probably don't need to deload after the first week or first set. For me, I'm going to be taking it because I've been on strength training for probably 20 weeks, which is way more than needed, because of the whole pandemic thing. I stayed in really long. At the end of the sets, like I'll do 3 sets of 3, which are not very taxing at all. At the end of that, I will do 5 sets of 10 usually. So, for instance, if I'm doing bench like I did yesterday, and I will say I'm pretty damn sore. He recommends doing 50% of whatever I believe it's like whatever your top set was, whatever it comes to when you read it. So my top set was like 255, 265 or something like that. So I think I dropped it down to like 140 and 5 sets of 10. And it's like 50% of your max or something like that. And it's so funny because when I plugged in the calculations, I'm like 50% forward 140, that's nothing. So I was like, I'm going to plug in 80%. Started plugging it in and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? You know, the book was saying don't underestimate the amount of soreness that you're going to feel from this 50%, blah, 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 blah. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to back it off. Oh my gosh. Thank God I did, because if I would not have backed that off, like the amount of soreness that you feel, you don't really feel anything. I try to slam them out with bench. I'm like boom, boom, boom. With squats, boom, boom, boom. With deadlifts, a little bit slower, just because I have to like catch my breath and stuff. But I try to slam them all out really quick, and you get some serious lactic acid buildup. About the 3rd set, it starts for me, and then by the 4th set, I'm like, oh crap, am I gonna make it through this 5th set? And it's like 140 pounds, like it's nothing, and I have significant soreness, and it was just yesterday, and I would assume it's probably going to be a little bit worse tomorrow. So I do like that incorporation. The one downside, and the same goes for the individual. Well, there's 2 downsides for me. This is, I guess, with the program I picked. I haven't really read too much or focused too much on the other ones. It's that I'm hitting only the major lifts once a week. I came from hitting them 3 times a week. So, and the other thing, and I'm doing squat, deadlift, shoulder press, and bench. The other problem that I have with it is the accessory movements are not clearly outlined, meaning like if you're trying to do things in addition. Now, I will say, coming from what I was doing before, I've just carried over like, you know, stuff like decline sit-ups. I've been doing the rollers, like a West Side barbell thing, where you're laying on your back and you're rolling up like this for tricep build. And that's been really good, but I would assume I'm probably going to start, I'm doing now with like 50 pounds, 50, 55. I would assume I'll probably start hitting a plateau sometime on that. So I would like to change the triceps, but I'm doing tricep extensions, regular sit-ups, what else? Just some random things. Now, what I've decided is I'm probably going to start incorporating just a straight up bodybuilding 4-day split, 4-day split where I'm hitting more body parts more often and like stagger them. So like, for instance, if Monday's my squat, I don't have my folder here because I gotta do my folder. If Monday's my squat day, then maybe I'll do some accessory stuff for legs like abductors, adductors, maybe some glute work like some hip thrusts or something like that, and then maybe some leg extensions. But then, maybe 2 days later, because I'm not going to hit legs again until 7 days from then, what I'll probably do is hit hamstrings, and then just do some different variation, maybe like some lunges or split squats or something like that a couple days later, so that I'm not having so much time in between, so that I can get like a muscle building hypertrophy response out of this, as well as not just strength. I will say I am continuously doing, bodybuilding type exercises preceding all of the strength, but I feel like I need a little bit more structure with that, and especially with the templates that I talked about in my last video that you guys can go print out. Not thanks to me, thanks to another individual, but you'll see that if you go check it out. Just search my channel, Jim Wendler 531, and it'll come up. It's the one with the thumbnail with me deadlifting. It doesn't have really much space on the template to be able to write in your accessory work. So what I have decided that I'm probably going to do is I'm going to create a bodybuilding split that works in tandem with this, like I said before, so I can go, stagger it and stuff like that and hit more body parts per week, so I can get a little bit more activation, especially like some problem areas like my shoulders. I don't know if you can see them, but I need more rounding on my shoulders. My triceps are doing good. I'm going to work on leaning out a little bit and stuff like that, and I don't feel like that's going to affect my progress as far as my strength. But that's the only two issues that I've noticed with any of this. The problem with the book is, for me, is figuring out what they're talking about as far as like all the abbreviations and stuff. But they are in there. The explanations are in there. I think just stay on a steady program of continuing to bring it up. And I have not done any maxes recently. I think my next deadlift max, I'm going to go, because it's at 575 right now for a single. I'm probably going to just shoot up for the 6, and I don't know if I'm going to do it next week or not. But I'm going to see what happens, how I feel. If I feel on top of the world, I'll probably pull, and if I can get that 6, that's a 25-pound PR. That's a big jump. But I feel like I'm so close, I just really want to get that 600 because it will feel really good. And, a few short years ago, my deadlift max was like 2 something. So it's kind of nice to see the numbers crawling up. But other than that, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I would totally recommend going to check out his stuff. I've looked, for training and stuff. I don't see a ton of stuff. He seems like a pretty cool dude. He's a little rough around the edges. There's a lot of stuff where he talks and stuff, but it's just basically like interviews with like hours of crap, and I don't really care about that. I just want to know about the program and stuff like that. But in all honesty, the book is very well written. He speaks in layman terms. He curses. He says funny stuff, and it's cool to have like a down-to-earth approach to the training methods. So let me know how it's working for you. I see a lot of negativity about the 531 program, and to be completely honest, there's not going to be any magic program. It's like everything works. It's just like what works best for you. So I tried out the 5x5. My lifts went up significantly. I enjoyed it. Now I'm trying the 531. See if I can like peak out on these, and maybe I'll try another program next. I hope you guys like our video. If you did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Please check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. If you have any questions, like I said, put them in the comment section below. Have an awesome day and good luck on your program.